I guess this means we're ready to go, guys. How are you doing? My hair looks horrible for tonight. Oh my gosh, I should have done something with my hair here, I think, but I didn't, so it's okay. Great to see so many people here early. This is incredible, and I just want to say, so let me take a second to say hello to Russell, Benson Speed Shop, Jared. Hey, Jared, how you doing? Glad to see you here. Millbrooks 852, and sorry you're not RVing. I hope your better half's health improves in some way, Millbrook 852. I really do. So we got Jared, we got Russell, Pottinger. Roads of Life is Robert. What's going on, Robert? I'm bringing Yoko in just a second, a few seconds, I should say. Yoko is. Oh, there's Steve too. This is just a great group tonight already. I really am so humbled that you all are here now. So many things, Robert. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Anyway, I'm bringing Yoko in a second or two. She's right over here she's got the makeup artist coming in and powdering up her face and everything, unlike mine. But I do want, hey, we got Robin Dobbs, we got Herb Lady 55. What's going on from Ohio? OH. Steven, yeah, sure. We got Steven from Winnipeg that's minus 18 Celsius, 0 Fahrenheit. That's, last time I checked, that was cold. That's very cold. Jim the Dude is here. Warehouse full of Jim the Dude. I'm so glad to see Jim here. Robert's going to be renting his Winnebago in 12 days. Yoko's coming on in just a second, but before she comes on, I want to share one thing with you. Then I'm going to bring Yoko on. Jared, I'm glad you're doing really well. That's so cool. I owe you all an apology. Is it okay if I blow my nose on the air? Is it okay? I mean, I have to blow my nose, and so hang on one second. Ready? Okay, okay. You didn't see that. I can't edit anything from this, so it's going to be live. It's going to be recorded, whatever. Millbrook says, cancer survivor, 10 years, esophageal. Oh, I'm so glad he's a survivor. Surgery and chemo did a number. Mary Lou. Yeah, Mary Lou. So, yeah, you are totally blessed. 10 years that you didn't think would happen. You have. So that's just really, I'm really good news. And we'll pray that you get some more good years with your husband. So that's good news to hear, Mary Lou. Raymond, Messi, how you doing? What's going on from Michigan? Nettie is here. It's always good to see Nettie live on the show. It's so good. Robert, I didn't know that your wife was a your wife is a cancer RN. Okay. Never mind. I take that back. Marcy Griffin's checking in. Ingrid is here from Melbourne, Australia. Melbourne. Did I say it right? Melbourne. I can't say it right. But anyway, I owe you guys an apology. Here's my apology and then I'll bring Yoko on. So in my last video, I had a little quiz. And I said, if anybody guesses 3 things that are different on this past week's video, if anybody could guess the 3 things. Now, we had all kind of wise guys like Robert Roads of Life was telling me every time he could see my bald head and things like that. You know, we don't need wise guys on this show. We don't need you. We don't need your failed comedy here. I'll be the failed comic, okay? You don't have to be the failed comics. From Boca Raton, Florida. What time is early bird dinner there? We got to get the dinner at we got to go to Flakowitz, right? The Flakowitz is more brunch and breakfast. Let's all meet up at Flakowitz. We're gonna have a big table. We'll get some good stuff for brunch. Andrea, Traveler 320 from Alaska. What's going on? So what I wanted to say was the 3 things that were different were I thought they'd be easy. I honestly thought that many people would guess them, and I'd have to say whoever got the first win. But okay, so it was a lot more difficult than I anticipated. So here I'm going to give you the 3 things. I also, it's going to be on my Tuesday video. By the way, the Tuesday video coming out, I think it's going to be really good. I think you're going to like it. I'm going to share with you why I really believe that December could be the absolute best month to buy a rig, to buy an RV. The absolute best month. I really think it could be December. Anyway, I'm going to share that with you on Tuesday. But here are the three things, right? And I apologize because I think they're a lot harder than I thought they would be. So I'm going to have another contest with easier questions and make it. So I want to give something out to you guys. But Billy says, my wife and I traveled the U.S. this summer. One of our favorite places was Utah. We live in the Philippines. Well, come back and see us in Utah. We want good visitors here. We are loving it, loving Utah. We really are. Okay, so the three things that were different in last week's video, the three things. Ready? Number one was new camera. I'm using a new camera. I was originally using the camera right out of my MacBook Pro, which is, the webcam, which is okay. But I got one of those fancy schmancy iPhone 11s, and I have it set up, and it's got like all kinds of like 3 cameras and all kinds of fancy. So the video quality will be better. Number two, I got a new mic, but I have to admit I'm still working on the mic. The audio is still not where I want it to be, but it will be better over the next few episodes. So new camera, new mic. Can anybody guess number 3? And Robert already knows the answer. So Robert, no fair. Don't give it away. Can anybody guess number 3 from last week's video? You'll never guess it. I guess it's a lot harder than I thought. I guess it's very hard. I guess nobody can guess. Can you? Think more in terms of, don't think in terms of like the way I look or what I was doing. Think more in terms of, Robert, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. Think in terms of more production-wise and not like how I looked, what I was saying, where I was. Thinking more in terms of production-wise. Number 3, can anybody get it? If somebody gets it right now, I'll be very impressed, other than Robert because he knows it. Can anybody get? Yes? Okay. And by the way, you guys I think you're all my VIPs. I appreciate you because you got notification. We're going on earlier with the link. So if you're not a VIP yet, do I have that page still somewhere? I don't even know where the page is. It has the phone number. Maybe that's it right there. I don't know. Is this it right here? Hold on. Yeah, maybe this is it. If you're not a VIP yet, see that right there? Send me a text message that says VIP to that number right there, and you'll become a VIP too. And all my VIPs here will attest to the fact that I don't spam you or abuse your phone number in any way. It's totally safe with me. Totally safe. Okay, number 3, recording in the RV. No, Nettie, that's not it. That's not it. I've recorded in the RV plenty of times before. Camera angle is different. Yes, that's true. Yes, camera angle is higher, but that's not what I was going for. But that is true. That's why Robert was making fun of my hair. I think I've got okay hair. He thinks I'm like balding and everything, but I think my hair is pretty darn good for age 64. I'm okay. I mean, come on, Robert, give me a break. Okay, so number 3 is you don't want to text me in Australia. Well, Ingrid, I'm not sure. It might be okay. I'm just not positive because it's an app. So I'm not sure how it works. Yeah, if it costs me too much, I won't do it. But throw me your man. I don't even know if it can. I don't know if it can handle Australian numbers. I'm not even positive it can. When I get older, losing my hair many years from now. Let me tell you one thing. Yoko and I watched the movie yesterday, last night, and if you have not seen that movie, I would recommend it. It was actually very, very good. About the Indian guy that he gets hit by a train or something, and all this. And there's a black. It's really cool. Check it out if you haven't seen yesterday. But anyway, number 3. Okay, so I'll share with you what number 3 is. Number 3 is I'm using. Maybe there's no way to get this. I'm sorry. I really apologize. But number 3 was I've switched editing programs. Movie editing program. So I used to use iMovie, which is built into the MacBook Pro. Now I'm using something called Final Cut Pro X, which is kind of like using like a very simple photo program, and then you switch to like something like Photoshop. So it's like using something that's very basic to something that's really, really robust and can do some great stuff. So we're going to see some really cooler things on my videos coming up. Oh, cool. Brenda from Tulsa. Okay. Tulsa, Oklahoma. So glad to have you. Now, Yoko, are you ready to come on live? Everybody's like cheering. They want Yoko. They don't want me. They don't want me. They want Yoko. So here is Yoko. So as promised, hang on. So Yoko, come close because you're going to be in for a little bit. You're going to be on for a little bit. So wait, Robin says, looking to buy a used 2019 Class C Winnebago Outlook 25J with 25,000 miles. Cash, of course. Dr. Dave, hesitating. I think it's a good buy, but not sure. Any thoughts? I'll tell you something. So, you didn't give the price though, so I can't say if it's a good buy. I don't know the price, but out there, and also my everybody that's on here, all the VIPs plus can help you out with that question. So it's a great question. Let's see if we think it's a good buy. Anyway, here's Yoko. She looks more like a librarian when she puts her glasses on, but that's okay. So so here's the deal. Oh, yeah, so, that's okay. That's okay if you can't see. I can read the question. So okay. So a lot of people are saying hi Yoko, hi Yoko, hi Yoko, hello Yoko, hi Yoko, hi Yoko. Roads of Life, Stephen Yoffie, Outdoor Nomad, of course, which Steve, RV Butterfly, Ingrid, Nettie says hello. Traveler 320 from Alaska says hello to you. Robin, so the price is $49,99999. So I'd like, while we're going on with it, I'd like some other viewers here to tell Robin if they think that's a good deal. Maybe somebody has some experience with it, and you tell them if it's a good deal. Wayne made it to his first live YouTube chat. Fun from Wenatchee, Massachusetts. She looks 40 years younger than you. Oh my God. She looks 40 years younger. So that means I look 80. No, that means I look 70, and you look like 30. Wait. Steven said you look 40 years younger than I do. 40. I mean, I could take 10 or 20 years, but 40 years younger? Oh my God. I wonder if we go out together, if people think I'm your father or something.
Maybe.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my God. So here's a question for Yoko. How did you meet that crazy guy? So Roads of Life, Robert says, how did you meet me? And was it RV related? You want to answer the question? How did you meet me? And I'm going to just turn the music down a little bit. You can start. I'll be off camera just for a second or two. Don't say anything bad about me.
No RV related, actually. Like I was in New Orleans, and I was actually waitress at the sushi restaurant, and then Dave and his brother Rich came to eat sushi, and then that's how we met.
But so it was just that easy. Like I was on a business trip to New Orleans. You were a waitress in a sushi restaurant. That makes sense. Japanese sushi. She's not going to work at a Jewish deli or anything, probably. So
Baruch Hashem.
Baruch Hashem.
Baruch Hashem.
So so we started talking, and I think I gave you my business card at the end of dinner or something like that, and then the rest is kind of history. Is that? Oh, you go like that, okay?
No, but I think
what?
so.
Like that, okay? Maybe no. You get forward a little more. I'm gonna. That's it. That way, you look 40 years older than I do, right? If you're. So RV Butterfly says, what was your pickup line? My pickup line was basically, and tell me if this is accurate, Yoko. So we were having dinner there the whole night. I mean, whole meal, and at the end, and we were like, I guess, flirting a little bit. I don't know if flirting is right, but talking a lot.
No, because that restaurant was in business district in New Orleans, and at dinner time, almost no customer there. And every time, they order beer or sake, as a waitress, we have to pour, and
you have to be friendly.
Yeah, friendly, and then talk. And if they ask me a question, I have to answer. just try to be nice. And then the end of the night, he gave me a business card with his cell phone number.
So I think that was probably the pickup line. The pickup line was, here's my, let's see if we have the pickup line was kind of like, here's my business card. Would you please call me? I'm going to be in town for another couple days. Would you please call me? And
please call me.
Please
That's
call me.
What he said.
Of course, expecting that I would never hear from her again. But then, like the next day, my phone rang with a 504 area code. I'm thinking, oh my God, she actually is calling me. This is really weird. So then, kind of like the rest is.
But
Oh, Benson says there's a 17-year difference between he and his wife, and I think that's the same thing with us. 16 or 16. So 16. So Benson, good going. You're a man after my own heart. Whoever said we look 40 years apart is going to be officially banned from this channel forever. So Yoko, hang for a second because hang here for a second if you can because the latest video that I'm put out, it's going to come out on Tuesday. We're discussing why I think December is the absolute. Yes, Stephen made me smile. But the only thing is, I hope you're a kid. No, if you're, I've heard it all. Don't worry. So see, it's all good, Stephen. Don't worry. And also, I'm very thick-skinned, so people have said all kind of things to me over many years. I used to do some stand-up comedy. So being heckled is like, I totally get it all. It's okay. So in the latest video, I talk about why I think December is really the best month to buy an RV. The best month because it's year end. I'm going to tell a whole lot of reasons on the video, but it's year end. What is that? It's year end. Dealers have quotas they have to meet. They like to not only meet their December goals, but their 2019 goals. They want to move everything off the lot. They don't want RVs sitting on their lot and in their showroom, mainly in the lot because RVs are generally not in the showroom, but on the lot, collecting dust, getting snow and ice and all that stuff all over. They want to sell them, and they're willing to do so at a discounted rate to move them off the lot and get a new, fresh supply for the spring. So I really do believe, and whoever that was earlier that said you're trying to negotiate something for a used Winnebago, this also comes into play for this month. I really think you can get your absolute best deals in December because everybody wants to get rid of what they have, and they want money for the holidays too. They want money for year end. So I give a bunch of reasons in this video that's going to be coming up on Tuesday, but that's the gist of it, kind of like make your best deal in December, and it'll also give you some time to work out all the kinks, all the things that maybe might have to be done with it, any kind of upgrades you might want, anything that might be wrong with it that you find out before the main spring season that comes up that you're going to be traveling longer distances and everything. So I just think December is actually a really, really good time to buy an RV. And Yoko, I don't know if you know this or not, but I took a poll a week or two ago, and about 45% of my viewers, 45% don't have an RV yet, but they're part of it. They're thinking about they want to get one. So now there's no better time than December, in my opinion. And of course, buy something that you can afford. Pay cash. Don't take a loan out. It's not going to be good for your personal financial situation, in my opinion. And my opinion's right.
In your head, yes.
So Billy says sales of RVs are down. Bargain really hard. Yeah. And don't be afraid to walk away because they'll call you back. I promise. They want to sell. And you can also say, look, I'm going down to check the dealer down the street or around the corner or on the next neighborhood. They don't want to hear you saying that. They want you to buy from them. And it also goes if you're buying used on RV Trader, RVT.com, whatever it might be. Bargain hard, as who said that? Billy? Bargain really hard. And again, don't be afraid to walk away, at least the first time or two. Don't be afraid. They will call you back. Learning all we can before we buy. I appreciate your advice. JLS, then definitely make sure you tune into my video that's coming out Tuesday morning at 9 Eastern. I have to think about that because you see the clock back there? Oh, it's too dark. We're on Mountain Time, so right now it is 8:10 p.m. here. That's why I do these late on the East Coast, because, honey, what's wrong? Oh, we have another special guest. Hang on one second. Another special guest, unannounced and unanticipated. So let me just show this. Come on in closer, because this is all about RV, because this is our RV family right here. Whenever we go RVing, it's the three of us, and we've got a small Class B, but it's just good enough and enough room for us and for our cat Boo Boo, who we have our RV. Our Pleasureway XLTS has a king size bed that folds. That sofa folds down to a king size bed. There are not many RVs that have king size beds,
Right.
and so just imagine me with these beautiful people here, beautiful Yoko, beautiful Boo Boo, hanging out in an RV, in a national park. We don't really do a lot of boondocking because we've got so many beautiful parks around here. There's just so many great places to go. We don't really have to do boondocking. Right, because we really kind of need the electricity.
Yeah.
So it's 11:11 a.m. in the Philippines. We got people from the Philippines, Australia. This is really just really digging this, guys. So Robert says that's the great thing about PW. They think about the little things like king size bed. PW. Oh, Pleasureway. Hello. Yeah, they do. Pleasureway. They really, and I'm not a salesperson for Pleasureway. We own a Pleasureway, but I don't get any commission or anything. I wish I got money, but I don't if somebody buys a Pleasureway. But we really do love our Pleasureway. And Robert, you're right. They pay a lot of attention to the little details, the cabinetry, just the way things feel and fit. It's just really, really well made, in my opinion. We had a what did we have before the Pleasureway? What was it? It was a leisure travel. Thank you, leisure travel van. And as good as that was, and it was really nice, we like our Pleasureway much better. There's so many things that are better about it.
Yeah, that was small. Okay.
Yeah, so let's see. How comfortable is the Pleasureway bed? Wayne asks, how comfortable is the Pleasureway bed? I would say,
for me, super.
I would say very comfortable. I really would. I would say our leisure travel bed was not very comfortable.
Was hard.
It was hard, and also it wasn't big enough. Either direction.
Small.
Yeah, either direction. I couldn't really.
Yeah, you cannot fit.
Right. So in the leisure travel, I did not really get great night's sleep. But in the Pleasureway, it's like sleeping at home. It's like sleeping in sticks and bricks. It feels like a real bed. It's king size. The padding or the mattress or whatever it might be. It just feels great.
Enough.
Yeah, it feels really good. Why did I remember what RV you used to own? And Robert, I'll tell you something. I don't know the answer to that, but I'm glad you're here to bail me out because I had to think of it for a second. Sharon says, "Oh Lord, what was the age talk?" The age talk was some wise guy, actually some nice guy, because he's a good guy. When he said that I look 40 years older than Yoko, my wife. I look 40 years older than my wife. I don't know about that. She must look awfully young then, if that's the case. Robin, I had a Winnebago. I was happy with it. Okay, cool. That's good to hear. Some of those Winnebagos going by, I think they look really nice. We've seen a few that I thought looked really, really good. So Billy says, my Pleasureway bed was as comfortable as my home. That's exactly what we're saying. It's a king size too. And it's not a king size like uncomfortable bed. It's a king size, really, really comfortable mattress and bed. It really is. Steven, you can't bail yourself out of this so easily. You can't. You're not going to get out of this easily, okay, sir? No, you're in this. You're in really deep. I've heard Winnebago has some issues with quality. I've heard that too. I can't speak from firsthand experience, but I have heard that Winnebagos have had some issues. I've heard that, but I don't know for sure. She is beautiful. She looks young, but that was, 40 years? 40? Stephen, we're never going to forget that comment. Even if, like, next live stream, we're going to still be talking about that. I had no king-size bed. I had no idea a king-size bed could fit in a Class B. Well, so it's a little, it does. It's, and it's also the king size is, well, we sleep, I guess you call it like from the back to the front, as opposed to like this, side to side. But yeah, it's absolutely a king size. Absolutely king size.
Side to side.
We sleep side to side? Wait, no, we sleep front to back, back to front. We sleep back to front. In the king. Not side to side. Side to side would be the, from one side of the van to the other side.
Yeah, but if you are shorter, like it's
we could absolutely could sleep. I think even right now I could sleep side to side. I think I could. I think there's enough room to sleep side to side. It's kind of
like how do you say, like a totally square.
Square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not rectangle.
Not rectangle. Right. Rectangle. Oh, rectangle. Not L. Rectangle. Not rectangle. I'm 23, huggers older than my boyfriend of over 10. Wait, never care. I'm 23. Wait, huggers. What's a hugger? Is that a year? Maybe is that like a year in like another dialect or something? North and South, right? Alan says it's called North and South. That's right, North and South. Wait a minute. RV Butterfly says Dr. Dave is going to check the mirror when he gets done here. He will be ruined forever. No, I'm not going to check the mirror when I get done. I'm going to check it right now and let Yoko, because I need to check. I need to make sure everything's okay here. So, So 23 years older than my boyfriend of over 10 years. I love it. So that's a great. So Sharon is 23 years older than her boyfriend, and they've been together over 10 years.
Good.
So very good for you.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Which Pleasure Way do you have again? We've got the Pleasure Way Excel TS. Excel TS. It is a 2007 build on a 2006 Ford E300 chassis, which we love, by the way. It drives really well. Never had a problem with the engine or anything like that. We just love the whole thing. Love the whole thing. Is it the same, similar to the Lexor 22-foot or Ascent? Robert, I'm not positive. I'm not positive. Dave, you have helmet hair. Look. I can't take it anymore. I'm going to show you what helmet hair is in 1 second. Okay, you want helmet hair? Hold on. You want to see helmet hair? Hang on just 1 second, because I'm getting totally dissed on this show. So this is crazy. I can't take it anymore. You want helmet hair? Okay. You got it. Okay, in just about 5 minutes, I will have real helmet hair. Look. I'll tell you, somebody, God forbid, is coming in right now. They're starting the live stream. They're coming in and they're thinking, like, wait a minute, I thought this was an RV channel. This guy is like a nutcase, a total nutcase. So you want helmet hair, you're gonna get helmet hair right now, people. Okay. Oh man. Boo Boo, sorry, we're a little crazy tonight, Boo Boo. But we have our RV family with us, which is always so cool. Is it gets to heat? Sharon is asking, is it gets to heat? I'm not sure exactly. You might have to explain that a little bit more. Is it gets to heat? We do have heat. We have propane heater. We do have propane heater in. Do you want that when you drive the RV? Oh, I'll tell you something. The way I drive, Jim the Dude, the way I drive, I probably should be wearing that helmet. When you live in Utah, you got to get all. We learned you got to get all. There's so many things you need. I mean, look, I got not only that, I got a here's the helmet I wear when I go skateboarding, because it's got to be a different kind of helmet. So in case I fall, it's that so we learned about this. Like, it's so funny when so back on the East Coast, when somebody says, Yoko, what do you do? What do you do? When somebody asks you on the East Coast, you say, well, I work for a bank. I'm a plumber. I'm an electrician. I work for a company. But here in Utah, when somebody says, what do you do? What's the typical answer, Yoko? What do you do?
I do ski, I do hike, I do mountain bike, I do canoe, I do stand-up paddleboard.
That's the difference. You say, what do you do here? They tell you what they do outdoors. It's really a great lifestyle here in Utah. Is it hard to heat? Sharon, you need a new phone. You need a new phone with a better keyboard, I think. No, it's not hard to heat at all. It's actually very easy to heat. The propane heater works super, super well. We haven't really used it that much, but that time we were at Yellowstone. And
also we went to Lake Placid.
Oh yeah, Lake Placid too. So the heater is very, very easy. It does not take a lot of propane at all. It works really well. Heats the whole. And again, remember, it's only a Class B. It's a large van, but it's big enough that it's a small home too. So it does heat very well. RV Butterfly says, "Nut, you are a nutcase." Yes, that is very, very true. I am a nutcase, a bona fide nutcase, but a good nutcase. So let me share with you though. I try to say this on every episode and every video I do, that and Yoko, I know she's not on every video. She's on some, but not many, but some. But she's with me on this journey, and we really do value you as a subscriber, not only a subscriber, but like a friend. We really think this is like a whole community of just great people here making really cool comments, asking great questions. And the way we differentiate ourselves from other RV channels, there are a lot of really, really good RV channels out there, a lot of really super ones. But the difference I think is like we're like a real couple, a real family with Boo Boo over there. We do this. We get in our RV. We're not doing this YouTube thing to create some type of a sitcom or a series or like a fake life. This is truly, truly our life, and we're always 100% honest. We're not in our RV all the time. As you can tell, now we're in our bricks and sticks. Sticks and bricks, or sticks and bricks. Bricks and sticks and bricks. We're not always in our RV, but we do have one. We don't fake it at all. I think there's a lot of fakery in some of these YouTube channels that I won't really go into now. But some of these people that say they're living in their car or their van, they're not really doing that. But they're kind of like YouTube stars, and they're here to make a lot of money on YouTube and to kind of be a star. We're here more to be totally real, a real couple, a real family who didn't know anything at all about RVing, who 2.5 years ago went out and bought an RV without knowing anything, and have learned along the way and make mistakes all the time, but learn from our mistakes. And then we like to teach other people what we're doing and the mistakes we've made, and so they won't be repeated. That's all. But we're real. And so I do, and Yoko, I know, speaking for Yoko too, we really do appreciate each and every one of you that kind of hangs with us. It's such a really, really good feeling. We don't have to be the biggest YouTube channel out there. We just want to be real. That's really all. And by the way, speaking about being real, I want to thank, and I'll thank him on Tuesday's video too, but I want to thank Alan Warren from RV Show USA for having me as a guest on his show this past week. It was really a lot of fun. I really suggest you checking this guy out. RV Show USA, just do a search for that on Facebook and it'll come up, and I think you'll be able to watch a replay of the show that he did when I was a guest. Let's get a couple questions here. Do you cook in your pleasure way? What are your favorite meals on the road? So from Jerry Lynn. It's a great question. I've got the chef right here. Let's take one of the. Okay, let's say for breakfast. Let's go for breakfast first. breakfast is usually very, very easy. We have a coffee maker, so it's one of those Keurig type things. So it's 1 cup at a time. You generally make coffee or tea in the morning. Our favorite breakfast in the morning is
Oatmeal.
for both oatmeal. Oatmeal is very easy, and it's not an instant oatmeal. Yoko actually cooks it on the stove. Beautiful consistency, and she has like a little Japanese touch to the oatmeal that it makes it so delicious. And she'll share this with you right now, so I'm glad you asked. I want to show you something. It turns like ordinary oatmeal into like the most delicious oatmeal I've ever had in my life. And Yoko's going to have to explain a little more. Once you get a little clip, she's going to have to explain a little more than I am. But tell everybody what that is, though.
This is Japanese kombucha, like Japanese seaweed.
Yeah, it's kind of like I guess Japanese seaweed, some type of seaweed type thing. And I can say it's delicious.
So this is like, I can make it soup too. Like can you?
Yeah, that's the camera right there. So yeah.
Like a powder.
It's a powder. It's like powdered. It's like powdered seaweed tea, kind of, right?
Yeah. So like if I want to make soup, I use as a broth.
It's like a base. It's like a broth. Yeah, base.
And then when I put these, like 1 scoop into oatmeal.
So you make the oatmeal, and then you put like a scoop of that. Is it kombucha or kobucha? Kobucha.
Either kombu or kombucha.
She puts like a little scoop of that into the oatmeal, stirs it around, and it just gives it like a it's like a really nice taste.
It's not too salty, but like maybe little salty.
Little salty, but it's very hard to explain the taste because it's like nothing like you would get in the U.S. I think it's like it's a different taste.
But I'd like to
beautiful.
add like a chia seed.
Chia seeds.
Like a seed or
flax. Walnuts, or hemp seeds, hemp hearts.
Pecan.
So that's kind of breakfast, and we'll have some fresh fruit with that as well. I'm going to get Yoko back to maybe talk about like the favorite dinner we would make in the RV, because Yoko is definitely the cook. Yoko, out of everything you've cooked in the RV, what would you? I think one of my favorites. When you make that my favorite that you make is like that big pot of soup.
Yeah, maybe soup.
It's really easy to make, and it is, if you don't mind my language, it's flippin' delicious. It's so good to sit out. Like, for example, let's say it's a nice evening and we sit out on the picnic table outside at a campground and just have this soup meal. It's really hearty. There's a lot of good veggies. It's a nice beans. It's a beautiful broth she made, and it just feels so good to sit out there and really eat a nice soup. That's my favorite meal that you make, I think, for dinner. And sometimes we'll just make simple things too. You don't have to be like an elaborate chef to have a good meal in an RV. It can be simple. Sometimes simple can be better.
Yeah, but to be honest, like we haven't cooked like outside. We should use more like fire, regular fire to cook too, but we haven't done.
Right.
Maybe one time I tried was maybe Japanese sweet potato and put
oil. Oh, you did it, and then put it in aluminum foil, put it on the fire.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Let's see if we have any. Do you use solar to run anything in your RV? We don't, Jim. We don't. I talked to an RV tech the other day, actually, well, maybe a month or so ago, and I asked him the exact question: should we think about solar? He really said, for the type of RVing we're doing, it wouldn't really pay to have like a whole solar rig set up. It just wouldn't be worth it. We're not really boondocking a lot for long periods of time. So the answer is we really don't. We had a solar panel in our leisure travel van, and I guess it helped somewhat. It wasn't a real powerful one, but the answer is no. We don't. Oh yeah, so RV Butterfly said, "Thank you very much for reminding me. I totally forgot. But if you can give us some thumbs up, some likes on this show, yeah, really greatly appreciate it." So we have 32 people right now in the room watching us. 32 people. If all 32 could simultaneously give a thumbs up, that would really, really help the channel and help the video. So thanks for that. Thanks so much for that, RV Butterfly. Pre-wire hatch. Let's see. There's some side conversations going on, which is cool. I won't even. I'll let them take the side conversations. I'll let them do that. Well, I had something else I was going to say tonight, I think, too. Let's see. Well, I think I covered all that. I think I actually covered all that. I used to have a dentist that told jokes while gassing me. I made sure not to laugh. Inevitably, the hissing sound would grow louder. That's funny. So I probably used to do that. Now, as you know, I have not practiced dentistry in quite some time. It's been a long, long, long time. I started another business after dentistry, which is like in the dental consulting type arena. But yeah, but there are dentists that tell jokes, that ask questions when they got all this stuff in people's mouths. I don't know. Thanks Billy, JLS. Thanks for all of you that and Benson's speech. When you said you were first, Earl. Oh, that's what you meant. That's okay. I saw you said you were first, but now I understand. It's first with the thumbs up. Now I get it. Thanks so much for that, guys. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Okay. Anything else before we head out for the night? Anything else you guys want to know? By the way, tell me what you think. Is the every other week, twice a month, is it a good pattern for the live? I think it's not like too much, but twice a month is not overdoing it either, I think. My dentist sing a bicycle built for two. My dentist he sings the song A Bicycle Built for Two. Oh my God. That's pretty funny. What made you stop dentistry? Ain't that lots of schooling? Okay, so to answer that question real quickly, yes, a lot of schooling. 4 years of college, 4 years of dental school, a year of a general practice residency in a hospital setting. Yes, I practiced dentistry for 13 years. I had a really good practice, but I look at myself in the mirror, figuratively speaking. I looked at myself in the mirror and said, I don't really want to be doing this for the rest of my life. There are other things I want to do, including this. There's a long story behind dentistry and this too, with RVing, which I'll tell you another time. It's maybe too long to tell tonight. But so I kind of branched out and started doing a lot of writing and speaking, public speaking for dentists, and consulting and having seminars and things like that. And that part of the business really grew. And I was able to sell my dental practice when this thing got large enough. And I never looked back. Dentistry is a great profession. It just wasn't something I wanted to do forever. So I'm super, super happy with my career move. It really was very fulfilling doing it that way. So Sharon, yeah, thanks. Twice a month is great. Thank you. He's in his 80s. I love him. Your dentist is in his 80s. Okay, just be careful. I mean, I'm glad that dentists like to work until into their 80s, but I think there comes a point where, so here's my opinion, and I don't know your dentist, nothing, and I'm sure he or she is a great guy or gal, but not in all cases, but there comes a point where, first of all, the manual dexterity at age 80 is probably not as good as it was at 40 or 50, and there's a lot of, unless you're really staying on top of all the new things that come out in dentistry. The dentistry is changing so fast now that I just hope your 80-year-old dentist is really, really keeping up with total modern dentistry. I really hope. And that's pretty cool if he is. And if you love him, all the power to you guys. I think it's wonderful. It's great. Anything else, guys? I think this was fun tonight. I mean, Yoko and Boo Boo came on. We had a great group of people here tonight. I'll take, if there's one last question or two, we'll be happy to do that. Raymond, thanks for twice a month. It's kind of like the sweet spot, right? It's kind of the sweet spot. There's Yoko. Is he on your back? We have all kinds of fun around here. I'm still trying to, thanks, Brenda. Thanks for that. I'm still trying to figure out when somebody said I have helmet hair. What's the helmet hair? What's a helmet hair? Why helmet hair? Helmet? I mean, I don't know. You and Doc Holliday are my two favorite dentists. Is that the Doc Holliday from Georgia? Yeah, laughing. I think that's one of the reasons I stay young. At least I feel young. Maybe tonight some people said I look really old, but because it's like I still kind of like I never leave the playground. I'm 64, but I still do the stuff that like 24-year-old people do and 34-year-old people do. I just like to have fun and also laugh a lot. And I do agree with you, RV Butterfly, that laughing really does keep one young. I think it keeps as best as possible. It keeps the crazy diseases and illnesses away. I think. There's no guarantee, but I hope it does. Thanks, guys. You guys are funny. Steven, thanks for all your fun and humor tonight. Of course, I understand everything said tongue in cheek, and it's all good. So I really do appreciate everything, guys. Good. Well, thank you so much, Yoko. Do you want to say goodbye before we officially take off? We're going to say goodbye to you guys. I hope you have a great what's a little bit left in the weekend. Actually, in Australia, you're already into Monday, I guess. But what's ever left, have a great rest of the weekend. Have a great week. RV Butterfly's husband is 72. He's a jokester, and he looks 50. That's what life's all about. I want to be like that when I'm 72. I want to still look really super young and feel good and still ski every day. Well, no, we don't ski every day, but a lot. Guys, hey, by the way, Jim the Dude, I'm going to be coming back to Maryland this coming week for about 4 or 5 days. If I can possibly get by and say hi to you, if there's any way, I will. It's going to be a really super tight trip because I got a lot of things going, but I do miss you, man. And I hope everything's good at the BWI storage, and I'll be by sometime to say hello in person. I promise you. I promise. Good night, everybody. Really, truly, thank you. I'm humbled to have this great group of people that we're kind of surrounding ourselves with. It's really great, and hope everything's good, guys. Have a great week. Remember to catch the video Tuesday morning at 7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Eastern. You'll find it. It's there. You'll see it. You'll see it, guys. See you later. Bye.